Good morning. I'm going to be putting my makeup on and showing you how and what I use. I'm using one of my favorites, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette. It is the Catwalk Pink, you can see down here. And I'm going to be putting it on with a blush brush. This is from Jane Iredale. It's many years old. And what I like to do is I use the corner of my brush, and I mostly get the darker colors and a little sweep. So I've got just a little bit of blush here, and I'm gonna put it gently on the first lowest third of my eyelid, just gently brushing, trying not to put too much powder other places, but that's pretty good. And then I'm going to take that same side and kind of go across, flip around and go across. All right, now same brush, same palette. I'm going to do a little swirl. Now I've got some on here that's probably a bit much, so I'm going to tap some down with this. I'm going to gently pat here and here, and then a little bit harder. And see, they even, sometimes if I'm not paying attention, I get more blush on one cheek or the other. And then kind of sweep it. And when I'm being really fancy, that over there, I'm going to use the lighter colors, the brighter colors, again on this side of my brush, and highlight. Can't see that. Highlight, little highlight here and here. And then that is it. And then the last thing that I'm gonna do, I use my ring finger and blend there below here and here as a little highlighter. And then, again, if I'm being super fancy or going out, I'll do that same little thing, little blush, tiny here and here. And then pull it all there and there. So just a tiny little bit. And I'm done with this. I've got a little extra on my brush, so I don't want to put too much more on. I'm just patting it off and blending everything in. One of my friends who used to work in television said, blend till you bleed. All right, so that's that. And then I'm gonna use, this is another Wet n Wild brand, I can't focus, micro brow pencil. I'm gonna get my eyebrows rebladed, but while I'm waiting on doing that, I just put little baby strokes where it's a little thin and where I want a little bit more. Now, usually I have a close-up mirror, which I probably should use because this is harder to do, at least for me, in my phone camera, but I'm gonna grab that. You can still see. All right, my magnifying mirror for my eyes. Okay, so not too much. The good thing is though, if you do put too much, it'll just brush right off. Okay, so now we'll use the other side to blend it. Definitely time to get them microbladed. All right, and usually I don't take this long, but you know, since I'm doing this video, why not? All right, putting that away. And then the last thing I'm going to do is my mascara. I use the Blinc brand original Tubing Mascara in black. And this one is a little bit older. Probably get rid of this one soon. So I like to brush out my eyelashes before I start. I find that I do have better luck with making them non-clumped or less clumped when I start with that. And I like to put mascara on my top and bottom lashes. I always start on the bottom. I've already got my blush down there, so I know my makeup won't, or my mascara won't run. That's the other thing that's nice about the Tubing Mascara, is that it really doesn't, once you get it on and it dries, it doesn't bleed, which is really nice. All right, so got my regular little brush. I don't know how to make it focus, but very gently, lightly apply. And I'm not putting a thick amount on. I'm just gently coating the lashes, barely touching, trying not to get it on my skin. Sometimes I don't, often I do. When I do, I've got to get it off. I always do my bottom first, because if I look up and do my top ones before the bottoms, then I always get mascara on my upper eyelids, which is really kind of frustrating to take off. All right, so lowers are done. Now I do my upper in sections, so I try to get them to separate out. And again, I'm just kind of doing a nice little coat. I use Latisse once or twice a week to keep my lashes nice and long and full. I've been doing that for many years now. Okay. With this, you can't go over them too many times, because then it'll start to clump. Work. Okay. So now, before it dries all the way, I'm going to do a little brush. Again, try to not get them clumped up. If I can help it. Did good today. Not getting any mascara on my skin. When I do, I can use my little eyelash brush to get it off for the most part. I usually keep a Q-tip around too, in case I make a big mess. You kind of see how the lashes like to stick together. There we go. And that is how I put my makeup on. That took a lot longer than usual. That's it. Bye-bye.